Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF, where you can count on the trusted performance of Allevo seed treatment to protect your soybean crop. Joining me is Adam Conrad. We are at the Mercer County Fair. He's with Axis Seed Ohio. And Adam, an update since the last time we've talked. I'm sure you've seen more fields. What are you still hearing producers talk about, and what are you seeing in the field?
Yeah, thanks for having me again, Dale. It seems like we're seeing a lot of each other here the past few weeks, and good to be at the 4th County Fair of the year for our county farm tour here, and just happy to be here representing Axis, Ohio, and doing something nice for these kids and these fairs. As I've been out and about, I know we talked about a week ago, but kind of the same story. We are starting to see some disease set in. I've seen a little SDS in some soybeans. I've seen a little bit of tar spot and gray leaf spot come in. It's hard to tell exactly. Is that a product of some later planting that we did? Is that why maybe we're not seeing as much yet and we still have a lot coming? These cooler mornings with a lot of dew have me a little nervous about what we might see here in another week. The good news is a lot of fungicides went on over the past couple weeks. Guys have really been out hitting that hard, and I think that should prevent a lot of that. Feel pretty good about that. As far as just the overall crop, I think it's really good. For the planting window we had of March to July, things are kind of all over the board, but overall, I think we're set up. If we can keep the weather in the right direction and the rain's coming, we're set up to have a really nice crop.
I think that's what the crop tour basically said as well. There's a potential for a really good crop here. It really does come down to the timeliness of rains and what kind of coverage we get from Mother Nature. But if we do that, then there's obviously other things we ought to be checking. That part of the crop tour said they were surprised the plant population might have been a little lower than expectation. So is that something you're seeing as well?
Yeah, so for the Mother Nature side of things, that's kind of the nature of the beast, I guess, at this point, is somebody's going to get it and somebody's not. And depending on that timing and how much you get is going to determine a lot of that here over the next couple months. And yeah, we have seen, and I think that the populations that they're seeing on the tour is a product of, we had a really tough spring and a lot of variables. In some cases, guys just felt like they had to get out there, and they did in a lot of cases. So planting conditions might not have been perfect in a lot of those cases. And I don't think it's that guys planted less. I just think that we got a little bit of sporadic germination. And in some cases, when you went out after planting, you may have seen good germination or some late ones here and there that just never made it.
And thank you, Adam Conrad, General Manager, Axis Seed Ohio. Here's the forecast.
Warm and dry for the most part here for your Thursday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Quick forecast update for you. I don't think we see a significant pop-up thunderstorm activity this afternoon, and I think we are devoid of that action tomorrow, Saturday, and early Sunday as well. In my mind, the next round of moisture doesn't really get going in Ohio until we get well into next week. The activity seems to stall to our north and west. So at this point, Tuesday is what I'm zeroing in on for showers and thunderstorms, trying to work first into northwest Ohio, and then through Wednesday and Thursday, they settle southeastward a little bit more. I'm meteorologist Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. Back with more after this.
When you're buying seed, there's more to a transaction than money. You're exchanging time and trust, hoping each decision adds up at harvest. Seed consultant sales professionals don't take that lightly. With products made to excel in the Eastern Corn Belt and agronomic knowledge that stands up to the test, we're all about the same things you are: reliability and results. Buy into a better seed experience. Visit seedconsultants.com to view our corn and soybean lineup.
Time now for the Midday Market Analysis, provided by Leist Mercantile and sponsored by Brand, helping growers take control for over 70 years.
This is Ryan Metzger with Leist Mercantile, providing you your USDA announced export sales report update for the week ending July 31st. Old crop corn announced export sales were seen at 170.4 thousand metric tons, with new crop corn sales seen at 3.163 million metric tons. Combined sales were well above industry expectations. To keep with the USDA export targets, we need to see weekly sales of 992.9 thousand metric tons. For old crop soybeans, announced export sales were seen at 467.8 thousand metric tons, and new crop soybean sales were seen at 545,000 metric tons. Combined sales were within industry expectations. To keep with USDA export targets, we need to see weekly sales of 776.2 thousand metric tons. New crop wheat announced export sales were seen at 737.8 thousand metric tons and were well above industry expectations. To keep with the industry export targets, we need to see weekly sales of 222,000 metric tons. Please visit our website at licemercantile.com to learn more about our grain marketing program and crop insurance services.
And thanks, Ryan. Today's market is brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. September corn up 4 at 383 3/4. December up 4.5 at 405 3/4. August beans up 4.5 at 966. November up 4.5 at 989. September wheat up 8 3/4 at 517. December up 8 3/4 at 538. In livestock, August cattle up 65 at 236.95. August lean hogs down a nickel at 108.82. This is the Ohio AgNet.